Hey, you want to know something?
Disc golf form junkies.
Man, you take a look at your form.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. Let me help out.
All right, man. Let's see what you can do.
Hey, welcome to Disc Golf Form Junkies. We are nerds when it comes to disc golf form. Every week, we roast disc golf form nicely. That is, to help you improve your disc golf game. Now listen, we're not pros, nor probably where will we ever be, but we've studied the game. I've talked to pros. We are students of the game, and we know what bad and good form looks like. So we're here to offer our help. To submit your form, you can go to seekrdiscgolf.com/form upload. That's Seekr, SEEKR, discgolf.com/form upload. We'll review your form here right on the show, completely free. I've got Broden with me from inside the Seekr Disc Golf.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting. Inside the Circle Disc Golf. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
I'm better than I deserve. You ready to roast some disc golf form? Now listen. Both of us, we don't have perfect form. And I don't think there's such a thing as perfect form. However, we know a thing or two about form. We teach others about it. We write about it. You have your blog. I have my training program. What's your experience in disc golf form? Broden, are you a student of the industry?
I am a student of disc golf for sure. A quick background about me: I threw the javelin in college. Doesn't have anything to do with disc golf, other than the fact that there's a lot of very specific body movements that have to happen in a very short amount of time, just like disc golf. And I've used that training my college career, breaking down form, looking at body positions in space and fixing little things here and there, and that has translated over to disc golf in my own personal disc golf journey and in helping others. So
that's right. Well, let's take a look at Christopher. Now, Christopher submitted on the Facebook group Disc Golf Form Check, and Christopher, Mr. Wallace, we're going to openly roast your form for you, so take it or leave it, but we're going to have fun too. There's going to be a lot of good things that we see.
Yeah.
So listen, he does the X step. That's what he does. He's coming in. Nice little X step. Extension. Hits the power pocket, and that's the follow through. Let's take a look at that again. This is freshly painted tee pads, it looks like. All right, so he comes up. I'm looking at three different things. I don't know about you whenever you watch these videos. I'm looking at lower body, upper body, and I'm actually looking at the arms. Those are the three categories I think about. And I see immediately a couple great things. I'll go first and I'll let you go after that. So what I see is, man, that is a good X step. That's pretty good. There's the only thing I would say about his X step is he's riding a skateboard, and you don't want to ride a skateboard. You want your, and I can't see it exactly, but I think they're aligned, meaning you don't want to ride a skateboard or a snowboard. You actually want to be staggered. You want one foot to be in front of the other. So the right foot, if you're throwing backhand, right hand, that to be right. So it's almost like a 45, maybe a 35, 30, 25 degree angle, So I like that about him. Another thing I like is he's actually hitting the power pocket decently. He's not too bad. I mean, this is a healthy fella, right? I mean, he's really coming in hot, and he's hitting the power pocket. It's not too bad as far as the power pocket angle right there. His shoulders kind of propped up.
he gets into it really well.
He does. And I actually like, last thing, I do like his follow through. It's decent. Mm-hmm. What are some other positive things you see here?
I agree. His X step is pretty good. It's a little hoppy, but I think it works for him. I don't know that I would change too much. That's not too hoppy at all. That's definitely workable.
Yeah, it is.
his reach back, I think he could get some more rotation upper body wise. I think he's a little limited there. So you can see his arms kind of at like a 60-degree angle at reach back. I like where his left arm is when he's reaching back, but I think he should be jamming it down right there with your double move.
That's the double move. Yeah, so I'm thinking let's just focus on upper body. Lower bodies, I wouldn't change too much.
Yeah, definitely the staggered stance. But staggered
stance.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the small things that have the biggest impact.
Okay.
And Christopher, if I would talk to you, if I was talking one-on-one with you, what I would say is leave your left arm down. Just leave it down. Don't even worry about. I think the double move is more of advanced when you come through. And if anybody doesn't know what the double move is, make sure you go type in double move Seekr disc golf or double move disc golf. Our video will pop up. And it's what the pros do with their left arm, because you're seeing the typical example of what many people do, and I did last year. My form looked worse than this last year.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad for being amateur.
Exactly. And you do that. You do this weird type of thing where you come up, because you don't know what to do with your left arm. So just stick it to the side here, and leave it to the side, and don't let it get in the way. That would be my recommendation.
Yes. If nothing else, even if you're not getting the double move, you're shrinking your axis. Think of a figure skater. They're out here, and they come in tight and they spin faster. You don't have to jam it in. Someday you will, but just by getting that arm in, you're gonna be faster in your rotation.
That's exactly right. So the next thing is you want your shoulders to come back together, to come to operate together. You don't want one working independently of one another, meaning like this. Why this one's moving, this one's staying, right? And that's what he's doing. You can see that right here. Look, as he extends, he's got a lot more power. And look at that. He's like this. He's like this, and you don't want this. You don't want this. You want this. You want it to swivel on your head. So as he's extending, he's not really extending. He needs to extend more. So what I would do is push your elbow. As you extend, push your elbow back. Train yourself to push it back as you go. Yeah. Right? And just even keep it down, but push it back like you're elbowing something on this side. You're hitting someone. You're hitting your brother. You're hitting your sister. And as you go back, because right now he's just doing this, and it's all tightly curled up.
He's there. He's there.
He's there.
Just not quite. He's not getting enough rotation, and he probably. I struggle with this still sometimes, not getting a full elbow extension. I feel like I'm extended, and I watch playback, and I'm like I'm not there, so I exaggerate it, and then when I exaggerate it, it's perfect, even though it feels exaggerated.
That's right. He's got a good head placement. I would say that's the biggest thing I think he should work on. Everything else is minor, in my opinion. Get that first one, Christopher. Put your left arm down, and then don't come through. Keep it down by your side as you extend, and then make sure you get those shoulders swivel together. Yeah. What else?
I would say follow through. He's not really working his momentum through the throw. He's kind of lifting a little bit. He's getting into a good like that right there. Go back just a little bit. Like I feel like when he's in the power pocket, like that's not too bad of a position, but it almost like bails out. Like he has nothing left legs wise, and he's finishing up a little bit, and that's kind of where the disc goes. There's something. I'd have to watch this a couple times to kind of see. It almost looks like the legs are there, but then the arm kind of takes over, and like while he gets into a good power pocket, he kind of rotates out of it a little bit. I see it's hard to see from this angle, but like his arm is there and it's in the power pocket, but then he kind of like bails out of it a little bit. It's almost like he gets the arms too early. He just needs to be a little bit more patient, maybe.
That's right.
He's kind of lifting.
Well, Christopher, if you comment on this video, what I'll do is I'll sign you up for the free. I'll give you the whole disc golf training, Seekr training platform for free if you comment on this video. Hopefully, it gets to you. Maybe some of your friends can tag you in this video, and you'll get that for free. So make sure you comment on this video, and we'll send you all the information so you can level up your disc golf game in 90 days or less. Let's head on. Heck of a deal. Let's go on over to our next video. We've got Lance first coming up. Lance is another person who posted on the disc golf forum check. And if you want your videos reviewed, head on over to seekrdiscgolf.com/forum upload. We will review your videos right here on the show for free. So let's look at Lance's form here. Man, this is what I see a lot too. Look at that turn all the way down.
Yeah.
Show boom, baby. Let's look at that again.
A lot of extra movement.
He's got a lot going on. Let's look at that again. He's got the 4th of July celebration hat. Boom, pull.
He looks like a discus thrower, honestly, in his follow through. Like legit discus, not disc.
What are your thoughts, Broden?
For one, I do not like. I think it's fine to visualize your angle. Pros do it, but after that, get the disc. Don't start with the disc out here. There's a lot going on timing wise that has to happen. Like when you start your disc way out, that's a lot of motion to make up for in a short, especially like it's hard to go from here to here. Now you're going from here the whole way back, and it's just there's a lot that can go wrong. Like in no other sport are you don't see a quarterback drop back and then reach out towards the receiver that he's throwing to, then bring his arm the whole way back and then throw. Like they're here. Yeah, they're here and then they're here at their finish motion, they're back, and then they're back and they're throwing. Same with a baseball player. Any sport. I mean, you don't see a LeBron James line up his free throws by holding the ball out in front of him and then shooting the basket. It's just cut the extra movement and start with the disc where it needs to be in the power pocket.
100% agree.
That's a long explanation, but
that's so key. Next thing is, listen. You never want your back to the disc, the target.
No.
Look how much his back is to the target.
Yeah.
Like completely back.
Yeah, and a lot
you
of
don't
that.
Want that's like my back's like that's like and also his foot, like literally it's every part of his body is running backward.
Yeah.
That's not coordination. That's not smooth. It might feel like this.
And it's extra, yeah.
It's way extra. Make sure you keep your shoulders aligned. Start with to the side here, to the side, and literally just I would start standstill for him. There's a lot to correct for him, but I'd start standstill.
Yeah.
Right, and practice coiling back, like we said with the other one. Coil back. Make sure the shoulders rotate together on the swivel of your head. Extend out and back, not around your body. I can't tell if he's rounding. Is he? No, actually, he's not doing that too much. I can't tell. Maybe he's doing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
For sure, he's not hitting the power pocket.
No.
Look at that. That is.
Yeah, that is classic. That's very. You'll see that with most players, though. They go around their bodies. They're very upper body dominant.
So just to make sure, rounding is when. So what Lance is doing is when he's coming here, he's kind of like as he comes forward, he's whipping it out, and the disc is going around his body in order to get to the intended target, right? Whipping it around, and that's why you see this big old uncoordinated, like this, and the body's just everything flails out in front of one another.
I'm okay with the left arm being here when you're going through your X step, but
I actually do that. I keep my arm right here.
Yeah. Are you holding it?
No. Well, I come down. That initiates my double move.
Yeah.
And then I come through like this. Like I keep my form very kind of tight, and then as I come out,
yeah,
I'm still pointing this way.
Yeah.
But then I come down.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's holding it with his left hand. I'm okay with the hand
I think
being
he is.
there,
He
but
is.
I don't want the hand on there.
I think
And
he is. If not, he's really close.
Yeah. But yeah, then he's reaching way out in front. Look, he's so wide in his stance. His feet need to be staggered. But yeah, walking backwards and then getting, I mean, there's just the weight transfer happens way too quickly. I mean, he would be better off doing a standing throw. I think he'd have better weight transfer.
Lance, what I'd recommend for you if you're watching, do the robot drill on Seekr Disc Golf. Do standstills only. Do not do run-ups from here on out unless you reach 1,000 reps at standstills and you're getting 250 distance with a putter. Do not move on to X steps. And do the robot drill. Make sure you're going out, extending out first, then coil the body, and then make sure you come and hit that power pocket. You really need to feel what that power pocket is like before you can make any progress.
Yep.
I don't feel like we're roasting too much. I think we have good intentions. We're not,
No.
when I say roast, it's kind of fun, but we have good intentions. We want to help, but some of these forms look so bad. And that's the thing. When a year ago, I was literally worse than some of these people, and I had no idea. No one told me. I would actually love someone to tell me, say, hey, listen, this is how you're going to improve much faster and quicker, and that's why I created Seekr Disc Golf. Like, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, and that's sometimes I think like form check groups are good in some ways. It's just when you start seeing advice that isn't good.
It's the blind leading the blind. Leading the blind.
Now, I do think sometimes you can have bad form and you can know what good form looks like. I don't think that's the case. I don't have perfect form. I know how to teach good form.
Let's take a look at Daniel here. All right, I think we got another rounder. Broden.
Let's see it. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, the thing is,
it looks promising.
We are form junkies because we know sometimes you got to just stop with form and just throw the disc. I was talking with Jose, our head of instruction here at Seekr, and he's so much better than me. And he's like, listen, sometimes you just got to throw the disc and stop worrying about form. I completely agree. But we know that for most people, you got to worry about form, and then you go to the next level after that. Because me or you probably were going into mentality of playing and strategy and shot shaping, where some of these guys, we can't do that. So for Daniel Miller here, lower body, not bad.
Oh, way too
big. But if you just put that down, if he slowed that down,
yeah,
if he slowed it down.
Yeah, I think a lot of players. I was guilty of this. My X step probably looked like that last year as well. I think in their head they're like, oh, I got to get this big movement going
to get distance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When really the problem with that is when you get a big X step like that, your weight gets way too forward because your body has to catch up to that big step, and then this is a lost cause. Where if you have a shorter X step, and it's a step, X step. It's not an X jump. It's not an X hop. It's an X step. Now, you will see some exceptions and some hops, but it's an X step. And I think we lose sight of that sometimes. Don't hop. Don't jump. Just step through that motion so that your body weight can stay where it needs to stay.
Absolutely, and that's why I recommend don't even do the X step until you can throw straight with a putter. Don't even complicate it.
Yeah, learn the power pocket.
I agree. So for Daniel, slow down the X step or don't even do the X step. He looks like he's decently hitting the power pocket right there. Now, before that, he's curling. He's doing a lot of this.
Yeah,
I think he's doing a lot of this, but he's still hitting it. So I'd say uncurl that wrist. That wrist.
He's losing that power stroke like that.
That's right.
You're losing that. You're losing that pull.
Keep the left arm. Just put it to the side right now at this point. The shoulders, not too bad, but he's rounding a lot. You can tell
his
he's
back
really,
is to the target there.
Yeah.
Which isn't, I guess, that bad in and of itself, but it's the way he's getting there.
This is bad, like the other guy, like Mr. Lance. But then, this is good. This is fine. But this guy's really coming in. If you were just to put this arm down and straighten that out a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
honestly,
and
if he would even straighten his elbow there from that position, it wouldn't be as
I agree.
bad.
I agree.
Yeah. It's
I agree.
But having the elbow bent and coming back behind, he's kind of losing it. And then, but you'll see in his follow through, because his weight is so ahead. That's why he's like, look how low that release is, because there's nowhere. He's so far ahead. Like his body weight is like, he's so far ahead that he hits a decent brace, but his upper body is so far ahead that the disc is just shooting straight into the ground. Luckily, maybe he's trying to throw downhill. That could be, to his defense,
possibly.
that could be it. He could be trying to really like scrape the ground there.
That's true. It looks like it could be too.
Because I don't know. It almost looks like he doesn't need to throw. Initially, I was like, that's probably why he's getting ahead, but he might be intentionally trying to throw low.
He is doing, and to his credit as well, he is doing a nice little, like, with his left arm, he is kind of doing like a double move when he comes down a little bit. It's just up here and it's weird, but then he kind of like does the pull, like this type of motion, which is good. You see that in a lot of pros, but I would just, for his benefit, keep that left arm down his side. Well, that's all we have for today. Thanks, Broden, for joining me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Inside the Circle discgolf.com. Is that the URL?
Yep. Inside the Circle DG. Inside the Circle DG.com.
Okay. For disc golf tips and articles, you write about everything, right?
Anything is nothing's off limits. I'll put it that way. It could be a tip. It could be recommendations for gear. It could be course review. It could be anything. If it's about disc golf, it's possible.
And you can head to Seekr Disc Golf, SEEKR.com. Seekr Disc Golf for the #1 disc golf training, self-guided training program. The best one out there, in my opinion. We have over 1,000 members. Why don't you go and join us and get better at your disc golf game. Thanks for joining me, Broden.
Yeah.
Disc Golf Form Junkies.
Man, you take a look at your phone. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Let me help out.
All right, man. Let's see what you can do.